with that, let's go on to Margaret from Wake Forest, who has the following question. How can I teach myself to only eat when I'm hungry? I have the habit of snacking throughout the day, even when I'm full. Right? So this is a real good question. It's the difference between psychological hunger and real hunger. And then from a behavioral standpoint, how do I bring that psychological hunger stuff under control? Real hunger is, hey, my blood sugar's low. I haven't had enough to eat in however many hours it is, and now I'm very weak and I need something to eat, right? That's true systemic hunger, and you should eat in response to that, right? This is what humans do. Now, the psychological hunger is, hey, I just crave something. I want something. I want the texture, taste, feel of the thing. That's psychological hunger. And a lot of times that happens in the evening, so tonight will be a good example. Many of you will have dinner tonight, and then the ball game will come on. And you'll feel obligated to get out a bowl of pretzels or some chips or something and drink some soda pop or beer or wine or whatever it is. See, that's what we've done our whole life, and it's ingrained in our psychology. And so, that just starts speaking to you at 9:20 tonight. Hey, where's the chicken wings? Where's the, whatever it is, right? That you normally do in that setting. And it's not because you're really hungry, because you just ate dinner a couple hours before, right? So it's that kind of snacking. So this can take place all throughout the day. And you have to ask yourself, hey, is this psychological hunger or is it real hunger? And I think you need to ask yourself that every time that you want to go eat something. What am I doing this for? What problem am I solving here? So you have to use a little more of the left side of your brain, which is the logic side, right? You want that side, and you want that working good when you make a decision about what you're going to eat or drink and what you're not going to eat or drink. So you got to ask yourself that question. Now, this ties back to the stimulus narrowing. This is why stimulus narrowing is a powerful tool, because it takes all of that stuff out of there. It takes all of the stimulus out of there. You've already made a decision about how you're going to do it and committed to a strategy, right? And that's the idea there. That's a good thing. So there's also a concept in Alcoholics Anonymous that I really like. People, you can recover from food just like you recover from alcohol, right? And so stimulus avoidance is this concept. So let's just take the recovered alcoholic. The recovering alcoholic is, you don't go to a liquor store to look around. You don't go to places that have bars and sit in the bar, right? You want to avoid that stimulus because it's a trigger to then relapse, right? So many of you, and I ask this question to many of you every day in my office, you'll say, well, I was doing great, and every night at 9 o'clock, I eat ice cream or cake or whatever it is, and this is ruins it for me. And this is what's holding me back. And then I always ask the next question, which is, well, how did that get in your house? Okay. It's an act of the will to go to the grocery store, to buy it, to bring it into your house, and then you're going to pretend that someone else is going to eat it. Or you're going to do it under the guise that your children or your husband are going to, if you do all that stuff and it gives you diabetes and you die early because of that, who have you really served? Right? So you need to, I'm pretty frank about this stuff. Sit your family down, whoever lives with you, and say, look, I'm trying to lose some weight for my health. Okay. And the doctor wants me to do this. And I don't care. You can eat all the ice cream or cake or whatever you want. I'm just asking you to go somewhere else to do it. Don't do it in front of me. Don't bring it in here. I want this stuff out of my house. If you have to then drive to the store at 9 o'clock at night to get that stuff, you're much less likely to do it. The stimulus is not in your house. And if we were talking about alcohol and you were a recovering alcoholic, you certainly wouldn't bring alcohol in your house pretending that someone else was going to drink the stuff, right? Okay, so that to me is, kind of an important concept when you talk about the psychological hunger and you talk about real hunger. I want you to work on getting the stimuli out of the situations that you're in. Don't put yourself in that position to engage in the psychological hunger, right? There's a lot of things. I'd love to have a pizza at 9 o'clock at night on many nights, but you know what? I'm not calling an order. I'm not going to drive down anywhere to get it. My day's nearly done at that point. It's counterproductive. But if I had it right there in the house, and my wife was having some and eating it in front of me, I might say, well, I'll do it this time, right? And so anyway, really work on that. The idea of stimulus narrowing is good, and the idea of stimulus avoidance is good. All right, so